Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. I hope you are good, enjoying your weekend and getting ready for the next week. Last week was pretty good, volatile, lots of movement we have seen last week, specifically when we have, when we had the Trump tweet. After that, on Friday, we have seen I think on Thursday, yeah, we have seen on Thursday and Friday some movement into in the market when Trump tweeted, and market did not react aggressively on Fed rate decision. But after that, you know, when we had the news on U.S.-China trade talks, then market started to react to that. Safe havens went up, and dollar dropped, and other major currencies also went lower against the dollar, like Uzi and Kiwi, they went lower. So we are still having uncertainty into the market, which is driving the safe havens. Yeah, yen went aggressively strong last week. When Trump tweeted after that, yen was rising aggressively. Yeah, so let's move on. Let's look at the market and let's prepare for the setups for next week. All right, so first of all, website. All right, so if anyone want to join us, just simply head to the techtradingacademy.com. Yeah, and you can check the membership levels over there. And if you're looking for group membership, just head to that. And if you're looking for one-on-one training, you can fill that form for further information, and you can send that form to me for further information. Yeah, so for and one more thing, you can even visit on the setups on the website as well. So just click on that and you're going to see setups over there on the website. All right, so we are currently tracking these opportunities. These opportunities are playing well. All right, so here is the CAD Yen. CAD Yen actually took a lot of time to go down last week. It went lower, but before that, it took a lot of time before going down. So finally, we had the drop on the CAD Yen as well. Okay, so there you got. Finally, CAD Yen is also moving. All right, and you can visit the setups over there. The potential good opportunities. Yeah, Euro New Zealand dollar going down, and Aussie dollar, making new lows. All right, Aussie dollar, US dollar making new lows. Another good opportunity. Pound CAD made the move last week. Yeah, shown these charts at the start of the meeting last week, if you remember. Start of the weekly market outlook. Yeah, Pound CAD went lower, Pound Aussie went lower, Pound Kiwi went lower. They made hit the target last week. So those were the good opportunities. So you can visit the website for trade setups as well. So if you're looking for social sites or links for following me on those social links for ideas and updates, you can you can you know you can check these links in the signature box, or you can get these links from description on my YouTube channel, or you can get these links in Telegram as well. Right, so website in the signature box, yeah, website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack group, and Telegram channel for ideas and for updates about the weekly market outlook and other setups. Okay, so let's look at quickly the old chart first. All right, so where we have seen some change, and what's next. Okay, so let's look at the gold first. So we have seen that chart last week as well. There you got gold still in a bullish momentum, still running within that channel, the channel I have shown you last week. And the reason I have just told you why gold is strong. All right, gold is strong because of the uncertainty. All right, so we are having uncertainty. Trump is talking that he is putting more tariffs on Chinese goods. Yeah, 10% more is coming from 1st September. That was driving the market last week. That was driving the safe havens. That was driving the yen pairs. All right. So when we're gonna have the certainty into the market, yeah, when, or you can say that when they're gonna have deal, all right, then safe havens start to lose their value. All right. So in longer run, they're gonna go down. Currently, they are strong. So in longer run, they're gonna go down, and we are looking for them to reverse. Okay. So gold. And there you got the updates on the gold. Okay, so we were selling the gold from the top, and looking for last week this to go down from the expanding triangle. Okay, go down, break down that 1400, or go back up. Break down and continue to go lower, or go back up. So same structure, same analysis is gonna be again for the next week. Okay, all right. So this analysis is gonna be again. Right, so we are within that structure, we are within that pattern, and there you got the next move. All right, so gold went up. Now the next move should be again either corrective. Okay, there another ABC move. All right, so like this ABC move. All right, that ABC move, that ABC move, another one like that, or longer term, reversal breakdown and continuation to the downside. All right, so there is possibility that gold can form that flat formation as well. All right, this flat formation for one more push up. All right, but still price gonna stay within that channel, this channel, ascending trend reversal channel. We call that ascending trend reversal channel. All right, so many people not aware about that pattern formation. All right, so that's the gold. So there we have seen change. All right, yes, last week I even have shown you that the one more up possibility, on the euro pound was I mean one more push up was possible on the euro pound. Okay, because we were short on the other pound pairs, pound CAD, pound Kiwi, pound USD, and this pair wasn't ready to go down. Right. So next week again there is an opportunity on this pair to go down. Okay, so we'll look at that, but there is still opportunity for the big drop on the euro pound in longer run. All right, so dollar CAD formed the expanding triangle and went up. Last week, we were expecting it to form expanding triangle on lower time frame. It formed, it went up. All right, but it is not going up aggressively. All right, that's what we need to notice. All right, okay, it is not rising very, very aggressively. It is rising slowly, correctively. You can see over there. Okay, so it is repeating the same behavior over there, which means that yeah, it can break down that corrective uptrend at any time, and can change this formation, right? This formation, this pattern formation can change. All right, or maybe we're gonna have longer term trend continuation to the downside. Yeah, end of this bigger weekly correction. So we're gonna look at the lower time frame and bigger time frame as well. So still same, going up. We are looking for this to continue to go higher. Okay, so this trade, the trade which we are looking at, the dollar CAD, is currently against the other measures. All right, so other charts, all right, other pairs, all right. Okay, like dollar index is at the top, stronger dollar. All right, so reversal on dollar from that top obviously going to give us change here on the dollar CAD. So make sure you understand the correlation as well. So you're getting this stuff without any cost. All right, and this is very, very important stuff, which I'm telling you just free here. All right, it is very, very important stuff. Okay, this is actually called diversification. All right, or understanding the correlation and trading according to that. You can't be buyers and you can't be sellers at the same time on a single currency across the market. All right, it's going to be dangerous. All right, when one pair move, if it moves across the market. All right, so it depends how other currencies behave. If other currencies are strong, yeah, then the currency which is getting strong will move according to that. Some currencies are weaker, some currencies are stronger. Yeah, weaker currency and stronger currency. So when you look at setup on these two currencies, you're gonna see big move over there, big movements. All right. So Australian dollar, US dollar went well. All right. That was a very nice trade. So still going down. So the next week analysis is gonna be very simple and very easy. All right. So there is still possibility that this pair still can push more lower. This currency is cheap. All right. Australian dollar is cheap right now. So this pair still can push lower like that. Okay, and then can bounce off. So the medium to longer term trade gonna be for up. Right, but this trade is not ready at the moment. Okay, but we're gonna start to look for that trade when we're gonna have price action for that trade. Okay, and our structure and our pattern is telling us that now you should start to look for it to hold the bottom and reverse. Okay, but when you're gonna get into the market without having a good price action at the bottom, you can end up with loss. All right, so it depends on the price action, it depends on the price behavior, how price is going to behave at the bottom. Yeah, based on that, your entries and your opportunity, I mean you're going to get into the market. Okay, so like what trade? Like this trade. All right, so it went up and then drop from after hitting that structure. All right, so went well, and there you got this silver. Okay, silver also went lower. All right, and there is still opportunity for the silver to go down for short term. All right, so we got some price action last week on the silver. And pound CAD. All right, and pound CAD, there you got the one more drop on the pound CAD. So pound CAD, pound is, very weak against the CAD. All right, very weak against the CAD. So it is sitting up for the same trade again. All right, so our longer term forecast on the pound CAD is the reversal. Medium and longer term forecast on the pound CAD is the reversal, but short term still bearish. All right, so similar kind of trade can appear over there, but price has to correct more. All right, it has to get bigger. All right, and then seam trade. Okay, this even you can trade on that short-term buy setup as well if you are good enough. All right, you can buy from the bottom after having some price action on lower time frame. This is 240, and you can trade on that short-term up, and once price gonna complete that correction, and then down. All right, so we're gonna look at that chart too. So went lower. Pound Uzi also went lower. All right, and it is setting up for the same trade again. This trade. Okay, so we were looking for this to go up last week. During the week, we got that trade, and then we were looking for this to go back up short term. Correct. We got both moves, and now we are looking for the seam kind of trade again. All right, so this correction to slightly get bigger and then go down. Okay, remember strength on that currency, and it is already under pressure because of the Brexit. All right, so strength there will move this. Okay, but this currency needs some fundamental reasons to be strong. All right. Both currencies needs fundamental reason. Both currencies are under pressure. All right. Both currencies are under pressure. So make sure you trade on them with care. All right. It's not easy to trade on those currencies which are, highly affected with political, you know, changes which we are having in the world, and some uncertainties. I mean, the big uncertainty in the market is the trade war, right? When things gonna settle down, market gonna be normal. All right, so that's why many experts are talking about that about the recession. All right, that we may see recession very soon. That's why yen getting strong. Yen also, was strong in 2007 to 2009 when we had the recession. Okay, so that's why the yen is playing as a safe haven. So let's look at the pound New Zealand dollar and then euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, so pound New Zealand dollar also went lower, and they're going to be again similar kind of structure and seam trade again from that top next week. All right, this pair, euro New Zealand dollar, did not drop. Okay, so correction is just getting bigger. Watch out for sell, correction can get bigger. Okay, so we are still within that correction. So correction got bigger. Okay, this is not a flag, right? It turned into a different kind of formation. So we will look at the chart again, but setup still is this. All right, so opportunity still bearish on the euro New Zealand dollar. So we did not get a good price action on the euro New Zealand dollar under the trend line, and it just went up from that trend line. Okay, now let's move on to the charts, guys. Hope you got some good money from these charts last week. Okay, so gold. All right, so weekly chart is very much same like last week. All right, so it hasn't changed. A weekly chart or the weekly analysis. Okay, so go down in longer run, either correct and then go up, or drop all the way like that back to the average price, average gold price. So let's look at the lower time frame. All right, so lower time frame, we are within that channel. All right, and 4-hour time frame, price gold still can push slightly higher than the previous high. All right, so you are watching this high. Okay, so it slightly can push higher. So this trade next week you are looking for, and once price hit the $1,400 again, you're looking for it to break down and continue to go lower and reverse. All right, so if not going to hold this trend again, short term buy. Right, so longer term they're going to be reversal. Short term buy is possible, yeah, for back to the previous high or new high. So yeah, I think I don't need to go into the further lower time frame. Just watch the previous heights. It's clear now. For price action is appearing over there. There is no correction at the moment on lower time frame for breakdown. So just keep an eye at the previous high and look for it to reverse. And silver, all right, so last week what I have shown you, it can push up slightly, can test the previous high or new high, and then drop. Okay, so we have seen drop. Now you're looking for this to either form this kind of ABC move over there, all right, ABC move and then drop, or go slightly higher back to the previous top. All right, test that top and then drop. All right, so there is possibility that the silver not going to test that top and going to keep pushing lower. All right, so silver very much same analysis, same chart like last week. Okay, almost same. Okay, on bigger time frame, we are looking for this to go down back to the bottom up to 14 or up to 1420, and this expanding triangle and then go higher. All right, or test the bottom or new low. All right, complete the ABC move and then reverse the trend for upside, generate new trend from the bottom. All right, so there you got the platinum. All right, so platinum, last week we were looking for this to go down, and it is going down. It started to go down. All right, so there is possibility that the platinum can form new low this time. Okay, so platinum can form new low this time. And then again, so the longer term trade is the bullish on it, and short term continuation to the downside. So go to the lower time frame, and the price broke the trend which I was showing you last week, and all right, so this trend. Okay, so correction there, yeah. If you remember last week, form a correction and go down, break the trend. Now you're looking for it to correct there and go down. Okay, if not going to correct, going back up, testing the previous high, bigger time frame chart you guys have just seen. All right, so go down. Okay, so platinum and there you got the palladium. Palladium went lower, yeah, went lower very aggressively. It's a good move. Almost all pair moved nicely last week. Okay, so this week hit the bottom, hit the floor, hold the floor and go back up. All right, so first of all, this short-term continuation wave. Okay, let's go down. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so from another correction or another ABC move like that there. All right, and continue. Okay, now you guys can see that. All right, now you can see that we are having sharp sell. Okay, that's called price action. Okay, when you understand the formations, when you understand the patterns, you can expect that where you can have that kind of price action. So there we got this sharp sell. Okay, very much similar like that, and that's what we were expecting within this area since price pushing correctively back to that top, if you remember. Okay, so we got the drop, good sign, and and one more move down, hit the floor, and then again give us a buy opportunity. Yeah, similar like that if you remember, same buy opportunity from that bottom. All right, so there is possibility that the palladium can even push lower. It can break the previous bottom and can push lower. All right, so make sure when you are going long on it, you watch valid price action over there for the next move. Yeah, because this move is not ready. Once price is gonna hit the floor, gonna give us a valid price action, then we can say that you know look for it to continue to go lower. Okay, so this drop, all right, this drop can get more deeper. All right, okay, it can change the formation. The EBC move can change. So let's look at the dollar index. So dollar index made the move last week, went higher and then went lower, and that's what we were looking for. Okay, now this week you are looking for this to go down back within the channel. Okay, all right, so you see that price still running within that channel, and it is running since July it's running. So every time when it is going to, I mean whenever it is forming new high, creating an opportunity to go down. All right, so this week this move, the the trend line, the arrow you guys see. Okay, so correct on there and then go lower. Okay, what was the last week analysis? Form that one more up move and then drop aggressively from the top. It did exactly the way we were looking for last week. Okay, now this week correct. Okay, correction will confirm that you are going to have a next move. Okay, correct and continue to go lower. Okay, give us that trade. If not correcting, all right, not correcting, yeah, and going back up, there's going to be a short-term buy opportunity, yeah, and again you're looking for the similar kind of price action on the DXY to go down. And there you got the euro dollar. So euro dollar completed the one more drop as well. So very much same analysis, same chart like dollar index. Okay, so you can see that this channel still holding, euro dollar still holding that channel. So what will be the next trade? This is going to be the next trade. Okay, same analysis like the DXY. Okay, so there is possibility that the euro still can push low. All right, so last week we were expecting one more drop, hit the bottom and then go up, or stronger impulsive move. Yeah, so stronger impulsive move was very less likely on the euro dollar. Okay, so there is still possibility that the euro still can get down for one more drop like that. Yeah, and even can go lower than this. Even it can go lower than the 110. All right, so just 1 second, guys. Let me. I don't see price. Price is not correct over there. I have to adjust my, you know, price. Right now we see prices all right. Okay, so it can push up to 110, right? Before going to reverse, it can push up to 110 and then can go up. Okay, so let's look at the lower time frame. Yes. Okay, let's look at the lower time frame. So this trend, which is just emerging over there, is not so strong, but it is strong on the dollar index. All right, so that's okay. All right, so go down and continue to go higher. ABC move. All right, and continue to go higher. If breaks down that bottom, goes lower. Okay, so one more drop, maybe new low after that. I mean, it can break down that bottom. Okay, so you're looking for solid aggressive move like that on the euro dollar from the bottom and reversal. Okay, so bigger chart you have just seen, and dollar chief also went lower. Okay, and on bigger time frame, this is the bigger time frame. So it looks like that the dollar is going to drop for a big time against the chief. All right, so the original direction, or the direction which we were expecting since very long on the dollar chief. So it looks like that the dollar chief has completed the ABC move, the move which I was showing you last week, and we are going to continue for big drop. All right, this ABC move is done, and the dollar chief is just heading down up to 92. Okay, so yeah, all right. So we still, there is still possibility for that one more up move, because the chief is the strongest. Chief and yen, both currencies are strong at the moment, all right? So we can, have intervention at any time from both central banks, Bank of, Japan, and Swiss National Bank, SNB. They can intervene at any time. They can depreciate their currency, all right? So if so, then one more up move can appear over there. Yeah, dollar can get strong against the chief. So if not, and there is, you know, very much strong hype that the dollar gonna drop in coming days. Everyone is talking about that the dollar gonna drop. Okay, then dollar gonna continue to go lower, because very strong fundamental reasons are behind that. Currently, it is strong. All right, we can see that the dollar is very strong. Yeah, so there are multiple reasons behind that strength. All right, so trade talks. All right, so because of that, dollar is playing as a safe haven. Seem like yen, and seem like chief. All right, but losing its value against the commodities. Yeah, gold up. Gold is playing as a safe haven. Both are strong. Gold is strong. Dollar is strong. Normally, we see positive negative correlation between gold and dollar. All right, so both are strong at the moment. All right, so either we're gonna see big drop on the gold, yeah, or we're gonna see big drop on the dollar. Okay, so one of them gonna drop, and highly likely gold gonna drop, dollar not gonna drop. All right, dollar gonna stay either within that channel, the channel which I have shown you, all right, are gonna correct on a weekly time frame. I mean, can get much deeper. All right, dollar can get much deeper and then can continue to go higher. right? And euro dollar going to continue to go lower up to 105, 106, 104, those areas. Okay, but highly likely euro going to correct before going up to that price, and similar kind of movement we're going to see on the dollar index. Then you're going to see drop on gold. All right. So this positive correlation cannot stay there forever. Gold and dollar cannot stay strong at the same time. So one of them gonna move, and highly likely we're gonna see weaknesses on the gold. All right. So gold is like, U.S. having issues with Iran. If they are going to say they're gonna solve their issue, and U.S. China gonna solve their issue, no reason to buy safe havens. Who's gonna buy these safe havens? All right. So people are gonna pull out their money from safe havens and gonna start to invest in these stock markets, all right, other assets where they're gonna get more return, all right, because investors want stability. They don't want to see this kind of you know stuff where they are not secure, where I mean their investment is not secure, all right. So this is the logic behind that, why people buy gold, why people buy silver, why people buy yen, why people buy chief. They want secure assets, they want to put their money on secure assets while having uncertainty into the market. So let's look at the lower time frame, what dollar chief can do. Dollar chief can correct and can push lower. All right, so dollar chief can correct over there on 1 or 2 to 4 hour time frame. Maybe, yeah, you're gonna see correction on 30 and 45-minute time frame, and price gonna keep pushing lower slowly back to that bottom, or even can break that bottom. All right, so there are a couple of possibilities on the dollar chief. I mean, we don't have a clear setup on the dollar chief at the current price. Okay, it still can go back up, as I said last week, flat formation, if you remember. Okay, if you remember. Okay, so it still can push up for one more up move like that, and then can drop. We currently don't see reason for that. All right, we don't see reason for that to happen. All right, but it can. All right, it can push up because of the intervention. Okay, so what you're looking for, either go back up for short term, hit the top and then drop. Okay, so sell setup at this area. All right, or correction and continuation to the downside. Okay, and break the bottom and continue to go lower. Okay, so if I'll get enough time, or if I'll see that the setup is very much clear on the dollar chief, I'll try my best to post. Okay, so the let me show you the dollar chief chart in a different way, not in a different way. I have already shown you this chart before that. All right, so I have also shown you that chart before. Okay, so let me show you this same formation again, the dollar chief. No, yeah, I mean, pound yen wasn't insane, all right? So political or fundamental reasons were driving the market last week, all right? And if you remember, I told you that we are having Fed rate this year. So there was a lot of fear in the market last week. A lot of fear, all right? If you understand the fundamentals, then you understand, definitely you're going to understand that there was the fear in the market last week. Investors were worried that what Fed gonna do, and Fed did not react. Fed was very cautious towards their rate cut, but investor wasn't finding or wasn't finding any reasons to move the market. They used the Trump tweet. All right, so the Trump tweet fueled the movement. Stock went lower, and safe havens up, gold up, and dollar down. All right, so this kind of behavior you can see in the market at any time when there is uncertainty. All right, so any small reason can move the market. Even fake news can move the market, rumors can move the market during these during these times. I mean, uncertainty, during uncertainties. Okay, so there you got the dollar chief chart. All right, so correction completed. You see the sharp move, you see the ABC move. Yeah, so the next wave is trying to appear over there like that. So that's why I said any correction over there gonna give you continuation trade up to that bottom or maybe next impulse hold. Okay, so you're looking for that trade or that trade. Okay, both ways it can go, both ways from the bottom. Okay, so if goes back to that bottom, all right, so then look for this flat formation. Okay, look for that flat formation. I mean, after this one more drop, this buy opportunity. Okay, go back up, don't break down, hold that bottom, go back up, and after completion of that flat formation, the longer term continuation to the downside up to 190. Bigger time frame, daily time frame chart I have just shown you. Okay, so then look for it to continue to that direction. All right, so currently what we are having this trend. Okay, the trend which appeared, which appeared over there from the top, and we were looking for that trend since very long. Okay, so either go down, go back up for short-term buy, flat formation, all right, and then continue to go lower. All right, continue to go lower. Okay, or go back up for short-term like this ABC move. Okay, go back up, push up, form this ABC move, and then drop or longer term. All right, so trade with care on this pair. Okay, so buy on the euro dollar, sell on the DXY, obviously will push the dollar chief more downside. Okay, weaknesses on the dollar then. So dollar CAD. Okay, bigger time frame chart, the daily time frame chart you guys have seen. Now let's look at the weekly time frame chart. Okay, currently we are expecting one more up move. Okay, so the analysis which I have just made, on dollar. Yeah, when you look at the analysis and when you look at this chart, yeah, both are not in line. All right. Okay, so dollar drop means that you're not gonna see that one more up move. Dollar cat gonna continue to go lower. All right, so that's why we are looking for the up move, but with cautions. All right. Okay, so strength on the dollar will push this pair up, or strong weaknesses on the CAD. CAD is also strong at the moment. All right, so strong. It has lost. CAD has lost its value against some pairs last week, but we are looking more than that. All right, more than that. CAD to drop more than that. It has dropped against the safe havens. All right, but hasn't dropped against the other pairs. So dollar CAD can push up for one more up move slowly the way it is doing right now. So they're going to be a short to medium term buy setup back to the top, and again drop from that top. All right, so if we are not going to see that short term up and the trend which is just emerging over there, this trend on lower time frame, if that trend is going to break down very very aggressively or sharply, then we're going to have that kind of move. All right, so remember we are expecting that wave. All right, and we will keep forecasting that wave until price gonna stay within this behavior. Okay, when this price behavior gonna end, yeah, we're gonna see price somewhere there. Okay, so it can stay within that behavior more than a year or two. Okay, but eventually this pair gonna end like that. All right, there somewhere there, back to the 120, 122, or 118. Okay, so the bigger wave gonna appear over there into that direction. All right, so the trend. Okay, now you got it. Okay, I hope you got it. So this trend is not so strong. Okay, the trend which is just emerging over there, so this trend can break down at any time. Okay, breakdown means that it can continue to go lower. So every trade which you're going to take over there for upside, make sure you trade with care. Okay, so last week this expanding triangle and the next wave appeared. All right, so again correct and continue to go higher. That's it. That's the dollar CAD analysis. All right, so dollar CAD corrected and went higher. Okay, so similar kind of correction there and continue to go higher. Okay, as long as price keep forming these moves, you are in bullish trend. Okay, and you are having short to medium term buy setups on the euro, on the dollar CAD. Okay, when you're gonna see that the trend is going to break, this trend which is just emerging over there, right? This trend is going to break down aggressively, sharply. All right, so don't buy the dollar CAD. All right, then there's gonna be a yeah, maybe continuation or something change, or some different kind of pattern formation we're gonna have there. All right, so currently we are not forecasting that pattern formation because we are having very clear pattern formations which are clearly telling us that stay bullish. All right, so move is very, very slow. All right, so like this, very slow. It can stay in that wave, you know. Okay, you see that? It can stay into that wave for a while. Okay, so correcting, pushing higher, correcting and keep pushing. Yes, slowly pushing, and then drop. So it can repeat that behavior again. Dollar CAD can repeat. So currently we are looking for that behavior at the current price. All right, so dollar CAD and there you got the Kiwi dollar as well. All right, so another nice pair behaved very, very well last week. Okay, so what we were looking for, Kiwi dollar to do, go back up. Okay, continue to go higher. Right? But it was struggling there, all right? It was struggling to push more higher there. All right, so then we changed our forecast. We stopped looking for that wave. Then we started to look for this to continue to go lower. Okay, now we are not having this formation. No, this formation is not there anymore. We are having a different type of pattern formation, which is just emerging over there on the Kiwi dollar. All right, so based on that, we're going to look for this to go higher. So first of all, we were looking for that trade. All right, so go down. Okay, so that wave completed. This wave. All right, so this wave completed very, very nicely. So there was a good profit. All right, so it has completed. Now the next chart or the updated chart is this. All right, so it still can push more lower. Okay, all right, so you can see there I'm still showing one more drop on it. Okay, so there is possibility that the price still can push lower. It can go up to 64 and then can find a bottom over there and then can reverse over there. Yeah, so many of you guys are familiar with this pattern formation. All right, so ideally, according to the Elliott wave, price should not go lower than this. Okay, so we call that, in other words, a start of the trend. All right, start of the trend, or you can say that maybe if this is your first impulse, price should not close below that. If it is going to close below that, then first impulse is not valid. All right, or number one not going to be valid over there. All right, so according to the Elliott wave rules. All right, so price can hold that bottom. All right, okay, it can hold that bottom and can reverse. Right, even it can break down back that bottom and still can reverse. So what will be the setup over there? What opportunity should be over there? Buy. Okay, medium to longer term buy opportunity. Okay, so this ABC move or ABCDE move or whatever you want to call that, WXY or WXYZ, whatever you want to call that. All right, to break up, go into that direction. All right, and what is the bigger time frame chart? All right, so the bigger time frame chart is this. Okay, so go into that direction. So that's far away. All right, so that's far away. It's a very, very long. It's I mean it's something like 2 years forecast. All right, so it's far away. So what you're looking for, you see that the trend which is just coming over there. All right, so price to form another correction over there, go down short term and bounce up from the bottom. Okay, if this one more drop is not going to appear over there, and the downtrend is going to break up, a very same analysis like last week, guys. I'm not showing a new thing on this chart. All right, so very much same analysis like last week. All right, so we did not see impulsive move over there. Okay, so there wasn't a buy setup like that last week. Okay, so we were short from that top, and we are still looking for this to continue to go lower. Okay, so one more drop and then bounce off after forming new low or testing the previous bottom. So in simple words, those guys who trade based on the support and resistance, you are looking for a price to hold the previous bottom and reverse. That's it. Okay, so the easy analysis for you. So hold that support and go back up. And very much same analysis you guys are having on the Aussie dollar, US dollar too. Okay, so let's straight away get to the lower time frame rather than going up to on the weekly time frame. Weekly chart is same, all right. Weekly chart hasn't changed. So price still going down, all right. So it still can push lower. It can form correction over there. It can push lower, all right. So even it can break that bottom. So you're looking for this to find a bottom over there and reverse aggressively for upside. Sell setup is over. Okay, so we were seller there, yeah, and there, buyer there. Okay, and I mean this pair behaved very nicely, guys. All right, I mean we do have charts, all right. So we were seller on this pair since from that top. Okay, seller there, all these setups. Okay, these corrections. All right, so their sell, right? So there we were selling. So it is still in that trend. Let me find a chart if I have any chart on this pair. Maybe I'm gonna, I'm having, no, not on the 8 hour or on 4 hour time frame chart. Time frame, we're gonna have some charts on it. Okay, there you got the sell. So since then, right? Since I posted that chart on the trading view, since then we are in a longer term bearish trend. All right, you see that trend? The we are within that wave since then. Okay, so and it is still going into that direction. So we were having many good opportunities like that on this pair since then. Since it was right. So there you got another sell opportunity on the Aussie dollar, US dollar. Right? So we will keep trading like that on this pair until we're gonna see something unusual or fundamentals are going to change. Okay, when fundamentals gonna change, we're gonna see clear reversal over there on this pair. Yeah, and then your bigger weekly time frame chart gonna start to play over there. So let's straight away get onto the lower time frame, and we are still looking for this to slowly keep pushing lower the way it is doing right now. Okay, so keep pushing slowly low and bounce off, correct, and reverse the trend. All right, so it is at the bottom. So there you got the pound pairs. Pound pairs made the headlines last week. Okay, so this is our bigger time frame chart. All right, there is possibility that the pound still can push lower at below that bottom, but rather than staying longer term bearish on it, wait for something special on the pound pairs at the current prices. They can bounce off at any time very aggressively. They just need us, a small reason. So we are having only 2 months left. Yeah, August is going, August, September, and October. Yeah, almost 3 months. Yeah, we're gonna have outcome of that 31st of October. Either we are having Brexit or not. All right. So after that, there's gonna be certainty, and that certainty gonna move the market. All right, and highly likely pound gonna go higher. All right, everyone is waiting for that movement, and that moment. Okay, when this Brexit issue gonna over and they're gonna start buying pound, all right, pound will go up. Definitely, it will go up. All right, so it's a matter of time when. Okay, so when it will go up, there will be price action. Okay, so currently we don't have price action for the buy on the pound, and the pound is still under pressure. Okay, and still pushing lower. By the way, I wasn't expecting that kind of sharp sell on it, if you remember. Yeah, I was expecting a corrective sell on the pound dollar, keep pushing slowly, and then reverse. All right, so that sharp sell gave us some good opportunities on other pound pairs. Okay, so short-term continuation. This correction can get a bigger like that. Okay, it can get a bigger back to that trend line, and then pound can go lower. All right. So let's straight away get into the lower time frame and look at there. Okay, so this expanding triangle to hold and short-term continuation. If price is not going to a drop for one more move like that, this is 30-minute time frame. Okay, so price can change this formation within 1 or 2 days, all right, and then we're gonna have different type of formation over there. So I'm showing you for next whole week forecast. All right, so this pattern can change. So if you're gonna see that the price is going to rise aggressively from the bottom on the pound against the on pound pairs, all right, then they're gonna be a buy setup, not a sell setup. All right, and we are still expecting that strong move to happen from the bottom. Okay, because it is at an area, it is at a place where we can see some nice buying at any time. Okay, so example I have shown you last week. Okay, so this kind of price behavior can happen at any time, and price going to move aggressively away from the bottom within a couple of hours. Okay, so you have seen that short move. So we will keep waiting for that to happen. Okay, if we're not going to see that and price will keep correcting on lower time frame, the way I'm showing you on lower time frame, then there's going to be a short-term continuation. So keep trading short-term continuation to the downside, and once you're going to have that kind of price action, okay, you see that price is going to hit the 120 again. Okay, so you waiting and watching for this to happen. This is what you need to catch. Okay, if not, this is not going to happen, short-term continuation. Okay, when this is going to happen, you are going to see a big move on the pound for upside. Okay, so this continuation for one more drop, hit the 120, and then longer term reversal on it. Okay, price action from the bottom for longer term reversal. So my analysis on the pound pair is going to be very much similar like that. Okay, longer term reversal, short term continuation, short to medium term continuation. Okay, so pound chief still can push lower. All right, this one more drop can happen, and for that one more drop, you need to see a correction over there and then drop. Okay, so this is our bigger time frame chart. On lower time frame chart, so what we were expecting last week, ABC move and one more drop possibility. Okay, that one more drop happened. Okay, so this week correct and go down for one more drop, right? Or ABC move, you guys can see, right? Form an ABC move and break down, right? Or break this trend aggressively for upside, correct, and reverse the trend for longer term. Okay, so we are waiting for that. As I said, if we're not gonna get that, and we're gonna have another correction like that, or in the form of flag, either in the form of expanding triangle, whatever formation gonna be over there. Okay, there's gonna be a one more drop, and again we're gonna look for from the bottom to reverse aggressively for upside. Okay, so this analysis gonna be almost on all pound pairs. All right, so on the euro pound, okay, this bigger daily time frame, okay, there is possibility that this pair still can push for one more up move back to that top and then can drop. All right, So let's go to the lower time frame. Our bigger time frame forecast is the bearish. Okay, we are clear into that direction, bearish. Okay, so I mean, there is already a correction. So next week, just look for that correction to break down. Okay, this correction. Okay, break down that correction sharply and reverse the trend to the downside. That's what we are looking for right now. All right, if we're not gonna get that, and price gonna go for an ABC move like that. Okay, there's gonna be one more up move like this, and again top. You're looking for that top break down and reverse the trend to the downside. So the bigger wave you should look for to the downside. Yes, it can break. All right. Okay. So I mean, you can't see that price cannot. All right, cannot break this area or cannot break that area. All right. Okay. So there is no 100% surety that the price only gonna hold that top. All right. So you're gonna react after having. I mean, you should be, reactionary trader, not actionary trader. All right. So you should react, not act. All right. So when you should react, then when you see something on your chart. Okay? Don't assume. Don't trade based on your assumption. What I mean, you if you are trying to move market into a specific direction, all right. I mean, you are trying to force market into that direction. So don't force market to go into your way. All right. So go there where market goes. Okay. So it can break. It can break. All right. So it can break the top. Okay, but highly likely what, all right, so this market based on the probabilities, all right, so what are the probabilities that the price gonna drop from that top? Higher probabilities, all right, and you should trade into that direction where you are having high probabilities, all right, not into that direction where you're having less probabilities. All right, so short on the euro pound and the correction which I have just shown you on lower time frame, that correction too break down. Okay, so drop on the euro pound, sharp drop on the euro pound will not give us one more drop on the pound CAD too. Then we're going to see change on the pound CAD. Okay, so this downtrend will change for upside. So let's straight away get to the lower time frame. Yeah, so bigger time frame chart is clear, very much same like the other pound pairs. On lower time frame, another correction, similar kind of correction like last week, and continue to go lower. Okay, so this correction can get deeper. Just straight away get to your lower time frame and watch this to correct on your lower time frame. Okay, so this ABC move can get bigger. Okay, so you see that it's trying to form that ABC move. Even it can break down before going for that next up move. All right. Okay, so the bigger the correction, the better better the opportunity you're gonna have, or better the sell entry you're gonna have. Like that last week I have just shown you. Okay, so correct slightly bigger, bigger correction and continue to go lower. Okay, so any sharp move on the pound pairs, okay, for upside will invalidate the continuation to the downside. Okay, make sure you are clear on that. Any sharp move for upside, aggressive sharp move for upside on the pound pairs will invalidate the one more drop to the downside. Okay, so far we are not having that. We're having correction and just continue to go lower. Okay, so this chart you guys have just seen at the start of the week, the weekly market outlook, right? So same analysis like that. Correction needs to get bigger, right? So same analysis, just one more drop after completion of that correction. Okay, so same analysis on this chart, slightly changed, all right, on bigger time frame, but on lower time frame, same analysis. Okay, so we are expecting this to hit the bottom, all right, and then go up. All right, so currently both currencies are weak. Both currencies, pound is weak and Australian dollar is weak. All right, so we are expecting that the pound gonna get stronger before than the Australian dollar. All right, and then we're gonna get that wave. All right, so if we are not going to get strength on the pound before the Australian dollar, all right, and Australian dollar is going to get stronger than the pound, all right, then you have already seen a big drop on other pound pairs, okay, then price gonna keep pushing lower all the way back to the bottom. Okay, many pound pairs are sitting at these areas, all right, if you remember. Okay, this was the drop, all right, this was the Brexit drop, and that was the low, right, and we are still within that correction on against the Uzi. Why? Because Australian dollar is weaker currency too. That's why this pair is not moving so sharply to the downside. Okay, so if Australian dollar is going to get stronger than the pound, Aussie dollar, US dollar weekly chart will go up. All right, and the the pound Aussie dollar will continue to go lower. Okay, when that can happen. Okay, when that can happen. When we may see we may hear some good news between the US and the China. If they are going to to reach to a deal very soon, then Australian dollar can get very strong than any other currency, right? Because they're they are highly dependent on the China. Australian currency is highly depend on Chinese economy, right? Okay, it's because of that they are getting weaker. Okay, so it can reverse very aggressively for upside. Okay, Australian dollar. So let's straight away go to the lower time frame and look at this expanding triangle. All right, so once price gonna hit that top, okay, hold that top and continue to go lower for one more drop like that. Again, any sharp up move will change the sharp move, right? Sharp move for upside will change the continuation to the downside. Okay, we're not gonna have more drop then. So same analysis on the pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, so you see that one more drop last week. All right, so we were looking for that one more drop. Same drop we were looking for on this pound Australian dollar. So it's hitting the top, hold that top and go down for one more drop. Yeah, another nice opportunity is forming over there. So just hold that top and break down that correction and go down for that one more drop. Means that still weaknesses on the pound. Okay, so bigger time frame is this. Okay, same analysis I have, which I have just shown you, very much same on the pound Australian dollar. Okay, so New Zealand also depend on the China, but less than the Australians. All right, so this possibility also exists over there, guys. So pound yen, all right, so very much seem like the other pound pairs, flat formation. Okay, big BC move, or you guys can say that double bottom, right? Double or triple bottom, all right, or triple bottom, all right, triple bottom, right, or whatever you want to call that, or double bottom, right? One, two, and three are double bottom, right? So one and two. All right. So there is still short-term trend continuation on the the pound yen. Okay, but our longer-term forecast is, as I said, seem bullish on the pound yen. Okay, so let's straight away go to the lower time frame. So what was the last week chart? Continuation trade for short term, right? So it just, market open and it just broke out from there and still keep pushing lower. Okay, so broke out, and yeah, last week we were there and just going down. Okay, so another correction and similar kind of wave. All right, so another ABC move and same trade, right? So like that wave, same trade or sharp move up. Okay, sharp move up, correct, and reverse the trend. All right. So dollar yen also went lower after forming the ABC move. Okay, so dollar yen still can push lower. Dollar gonna be vulnerable. I mean, dollar is under pressure against the yen because of the rate cut and other uncertainties as well, but not heavily like other pairs. Other pairs are struggling against the yen. Yen is just killing the Uzi, killing the Kiwi. All right, they are not getting any breathe, those two pairs against the yen. Okay, so it still can push lower, right? It can push lower up to this bottom or new low, right? Or you guys can see that you are having a bigger ABC move or WXY or WXYZ, whatever the way you are reading the market or looking at the market, right? So simple impulse A and B and C and next move up, right? So this is far away, right? So we need a very, very strong reason on the dollar to go that much far away, or very strong intervention from the Bank of Japan to push their currencies aggressively downside to the downside. Okay, then you're gonna have yen up to that much far away. So yen is very, very strong against the yen, against the dollar. Yen is strong against the dollar, so dollar is struggling against the yen. Okay, so that's your bigger image. Okay, that's the bigger image, bigger picture. Still downside up to 100 or 99. All right, and let's straight away get to the lower time frame. So in lower time frame, we were expecting that ABC move to form and price to go lower. Okay, last week. All right, so it broke out and went lower very, very aggressively. So what it can do, it can continue to go more lower, or we may see change. Okay, what we are expecting right now. Right, so keep pushing lower slowly and correct again. Okay, either in the form of ABC move, all right, or again flat formation or whatever. All right, either in the form of flag, triangle, or flat, whatever. All right, and continue to go lower. Okay, if we're not gonna get that flat formation and we're gonna have some price section over there at the current price, okay, like that, some price section over there on lower time frame, then there's gonna be a short-term buy opportunity. All right, let me go to the all right, so short-term buy opportunity back up. All right, or or ABC move like this flat formation and then drop. Okay, so let's get down to the or expanding triangle. You guys can see that, right? Okay, so dollar yen still can go back up. So on lower time frame, it is still under pressure, all right? So when you're going to see that the corrective downtrend, this trend is going to break up very, very aggressively. Yeah, we were expecting one more drop in Friday meeting when we were having non-farm payroll, right? So that one more drop happened. Okay, so one more drop can happen and strong aggressive move. Okay, strong aggressive move, correct, and buy setup back to the top. That's it. All right. So this strong price action required over there for the dollar yen to reverse for upside. There you got the euro yen. Okay, so same setup you guys see over there. We were expecting one more drop on Friday on the euro yen as well. Okay, there we got the sharp move up. Price hit the area where we were looking for it to hold and then went lower, and that short-term trade gone, right? So euro yen, I love it. I love this pair, all right, and love to sell this pair every time when the euro will rise against the yen. All right, we'll sell the euro every time when we will see there is a deeper correction on the euro yen. Okay, so this is the bigger image. Okay, so euro still can keep pushing lower. It still can keep pushing lower the way it is doing right now. Okay, it can push all the way up to this price 110. Still we are having room for 800 pips move on the euro yen. Okay, so for that move, we need to see some strong price action over there on the euro yen, which we are not having right now. Okay, so any correction or bounce off on the euro yen from the current price, okay, will either give us a bigger, deeper correction or change in trend within that flat formation. All right, so let's go down to the lower time frame and and okay. First of all, you're looking for very short move from the bottom, very short move. Okay, correct, and then it to reverse. Okay, if very short move is not going to appear over there, just simple ABC move. Okay, and then continuation to the downside. That's it. Okay, like the ABC move. Okay, and then continuation to the downside. All right, so still this pair can push more downside. This pair has the potential. All right, so it broke out, change into another formation, and we are still completing that wave. All right, so price is hitting that bottom. Right, so this bottom. So short move, bounce off, or correct again. Correction will push this pair more downside. Okay, so bounce off. All right, may change the trend. Okay, may change the trend. Okay, but it's too early to say that the euro yen has changed the trend for upside. Very short move required over there for upside before change in trend. Okay, we don't have that. So change in trend is not there. It can correct. Okay, it can continue for one more drop, and there's going to be very nice opportunity again for continuation to the downside. Okay, so trade with care. It is at the bottom. So whatever you are doing, buying or selling, make sure you trade with care on the euro yen. The setup which I have just shown you on 15 to 30-minute time frame, yeah, flat formation. If you are trading for those kind of setups, for those kind of opportunities, then perfect. All right. So you don't have a longer term reversal or medium term reversal on the euro yen at the moment. Even you don't have fundamental reasons to buy the euro yen. Okay. So these short term trades. So CAD yen has the potential to go more lower. Okay. So there you got the CAD yen chart. All right. So I think on 6 or 4 hour time frame, maybe on 4 hour time frame, okay, when it was breaking, not on daily time frame, I think on 4 hour time frame. Okay, so you're gonna understand from there quickly on 6 hour time frame. This, all right, so price went higher and then dropped. All right, so price went higher and then dropped, slightly went higher and then drop. Okay, so we were even bearish from these areas. Okay, but it took a lot of time within these areas and then went into a daily correction and then drop. Okay, so where we are going, there where we are going. Okay, this arrow is just showing that where the CAD yen is going, right? And this pair still has the potential to go more low as with compared to the other yen pairs. Okay, it can push up to that bottom. All right, so any correction over there going to be a breakout and continuation opportunity. So make sure when you are trading on within these areas at the current price for more sells, you trade with care. Okay, the reason is that price can hold that bottom and still can go back up for medium term buy, and price can change into another formation, and then we're going to have a continuation to the downside. Okay, so any sell at the CAD yen should be traded with care. All right, so short term is all right on lower time frame. Okay, so we are expecting correction or change like that. All right, so correct, push more lower and then bounce off, correct, and go back up. Like a like head and shoulder formation over there. All right. So CAD yen still pushing lower, and very nice move is just appearing over there. Okay, on bigger time frame, let's look at the bigger time frame, which is important on yen pairs. Okay, so CAD yen has the potential to keep pushing more low, right? So up to that bottom, it can push up to that bottom, and from that bottom we're going to look for this bigger ABC move. Okay, this bigger ABC move. So it still has the potential to go more downside. Same analysis on this chart. Okay, so this pair is struggling. This pair is struggling. Uzi is struggling against the yen. So you guys have seen that chart a couple of times before as well, this weekly time frame chart. We are still within that wave. Okay, still within that wave. So it looks like we're gonna see change. All right, so structure gonna change over there on the Uzi yen, and the way currently market is behaving are the fundamentals, we are having right now. They are telling us that the yen still in force, all right, and these Uzi against the yen still can push lower. Okay, so this move still can happen over there. Okay, it can continue to go lower for one more drop like that all the way back to the bottom. Okay, if things are getting more worse, fundamentally things are getting more worse, yeah, then Australian dollar will not get strong against the yen, right? Between the US and China, okay, things are going to get more worse. Uzi will keep falling. It can go up to 56, up even up to 50. Okay, so what I'm saying, okay, so let me explain. In other words, all right. So when we were having a recession, in 2000, yeah, 2007 to 2009. Okay, and then you know things started to recover. All right, and then you know yen started to stop behaving as a safe haven. Okay, there where we have seen a recession. Okay, and yen get stronger very aggressively, and we have seen a very strong fall. Okay, so currently, you know, we are having fear for recession. That's why Fed has cut the interest rate 2.5%, all right, 25 basis point, and said that this is a cyclical adjustment, mid-cyclical adjustment, all right? No more cuts, no more easing. Okay, so more easing means that we are, going to see recession again. If so, Uzi yen will not get strong. Uzi will not get strong against the yen. It will keep falling, where we have seen in past 56 up to 56. Okay, so they cut the interest rate with 25 basis points so that they can avert the recession. All right, they can avert the recession. If so, then there's going to be stability, price going to hold the bottom, and we're going to see one more up move. Okay, so what it is doing on lower time frame. Okay, so last week we were expecting this to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, we are still within that wave, the way we were expecting from that top. We are still within that wave. Many of you guys, forget about that. Okay, when Uzi was getting strong against the yen. Okay, we are still within that with that wave. And last week we were looking for continuation of that wave. Okay, and now and last week price hit the floor. It hasn't hit the floor yet, right? And last week continuation trade, okay, of that wave, that trend. So on a bigger time frame, the bigger weekly time frame chart which I have just shown you, we're still within that wave, weekly wave. That wave still on its way. So we can see some price action over there, but it's too early to say that Uzi gonna survive. All right, so against the, I mean, we're gonna see something very strong at the bottom on this pair. Okay, but you should be prepared. All right, if you see something strong is going to come out at that bottom, there going to be a reversal or buy opportunity for longer run. Okay, so currently you don't have anything. It is just going very aggressively to the downside. Any corrections you guys see over there on lower time frame, then short term continuation to the downside. Okay, any correction if you see like that. Okay, so there are going to be a small continuation trade. All right, so up to new low. So as I said, Uzi dollar US dollar still have has the room to push more lower, and once that room should will be over and price going to start to reverse over there, you're going to see either another correction like that there, the bigger correction, okay, and price going to drop again or change. Okay, so there is no chances at the moment, at least this week, for change in trend on. Okay, so done, yeah. So short-term continuation and longer-term reversal. So Kiwi Yen, same analysis, same chart, same fundamental reasons. Okay, so it behaved in the same way in the recession. All right, so 2007 and went lower, and we are having same fear as well. Okay, and it is testing the bottom. We can see drop or we can see reversal on the Kiwi Yen from the bottom. Okay, so let's straight away get to the lower time frame, behaving in the same way like the Uzi Yen, can correct. Okay, last week we were looking for this to continue to go lower. It went lower very aggressively. Okay, so either correct for another time and go down or give us change. Okay, so short term still continuation on lower time frame. We were having the same setup on this, if you remember the Uzi Yen chart which I've just shown you before this, right? So we are still running within that wave. Okay, if you look at the comment section, I think they have removed some comment on this chart. When I posted that chart, right, so we were having some critics over there. Right, so I think they no, we were having some critics on this chart and Uzi Yen. All right, so still going down. You see that, yeah? So still going down. So when you trade, understanding the reasons behind that, it will be easy for you to trade, right? It will be easy for you to trade, and you can even stay into that trade for longer run. Yeah. So the lower the price goes, your profit gonna go higher. You just need to hold your nerve, patience, and let the market move. Okay. So it's easy to trade when you know the reasons. Okay. So we are still within that bearish wave on this pair as well. So same analysis like the Uli Yen. Okay, so Chief Yen is also very much same, but it is very less likely that the Chief Yen gonna go that much far away. Okay, up to 80, very far away. But yes, 102 is likely. Okay, 102 is likely. It can slowly push up to 102. So last week we were expecting this to go down, all right? So it went lower too. There you got, the correction is over. Okay, this correction. So we were having some new members. They joined us when Chief Yen was there, and we were looking for this to drop from there. All right. So patience, patience is the key. All right. So you're gonna get money when you're gonna show patience. Okay. Now they're gonna see. All right. Now they see, yeah, where it is going now. All right. So yeah, I mean, new members. All right. When obviously they're gonna change their trading views or thoughts and gonna learn the others, definitely they're gonna have some troubles. All right, so now they're getting, so it's going down. So what's next? All right, so just simply move that trend line there, put that trend line there, or some of you guys are gonna call that support. All right, so hold that support and put that trend line there at the top. Okay, and form that pattern formation. Okay, there you got the ABC move, and there you got the ABC move. All right, so correct, short-term continuation. Okay, back to that bottom, hold that bottom, bounce off, correct, and go back up. All right, so Euro New Zealand dollar is going back up. Okay, if test the top, we will be seller again. Okay, if test the top, we will be seller again on this flat formation. This top for longer term seller. Right, so for longer term seller means that all the way back to the, remember when euro gonna be, all right, when euro gonna be at 104, all right, at 104 within these areas. Okay, when euro gonna be at 104 on dollar, all right, this pair gonna be at this area. Okay, if euro dollar correct and drop, okay, we are having this structure. Let's this pattern formation on the euro dollar. Okay, so went down, so struggling. Okay, euro dollar is struggling within that channel and at the bottom. Okay, it can break up. All right, it can form flat formation euro dollar and can continue to go lower up to 104. All right, euro can do that and dollar index can do that. Then gold gonna drop. All right, then this pair, the euro New Zealand dollar, gonna get to the 146. 146 or 140, huge potential gonna be over there in longer run. Okay, there where it was when euro was close to the bottom. Okay, so let's straight away get to the lower time frame. There is potential. Make sure you understand the correlation and trade according to that. All right, so New Zealand dollar, US dollar needs to hold the bottom before you're going to get that trade. All right, so we are expecting the expanding triangle to form, or you guys simply can say that this flag to break down. Okay, this expanding triangle to form, break down, correct, and go down. This is the opportunity. Yeah, so strong breakout is needed over there before you trade, before you jump into the market. All right, if you're not going to see that sharp sell is now, we were expecting throughout the week the sharp sell to come because Kiwi was hitting the bottom. Kiwi dollar was hitting the bottom. All right, and I have just shown you reversal over there. So reversal over there will give this pair to drop. All right, so another ABC move like there. Okay, another ABC move will push this pair more upside back to the top. Means that New Zealand dollar, US dollar will keep pushing lower. New low is going to be over there. Euro dollar going to get strong. All right, they're going to be buy on the euro dollar. This pair will keep pushing slowly for upside. Buy will be there on the euro dollar. Kiwi dollar will keep pushing slowly. When you're going to see rise on the euro dollar, obviously Kiwi dollar also going to reverse for upside. Yeah, so it will depend which currency is going to get stronger first, either the New Zealand dollar or the euro, right? So we are expecting Kiwi to get more strong, aggressively strong than the euro. Okay, euro currently strong against some currencies. All right, that's why you are having this move. All right, so drop, correct, go lower. Drop aggressively, so there on 15-minute time frame you're going to see sharp sell. Currently you don't have sharp sell, so you need to wait and watch for that sharp sell to happen and this pair to continue to go lower. Okay, so this pair also went up. Let's look at the bigger weekly chart. Okay, so Australian dollar, as you guys know, that Australian dollar is not finding anything at the moment from the bottom. Okay, so this pair to hold the top and go down again means that Aussie dollar needs to find the bottom. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, so these two hold the top, slightly can push higher. All right, it can slightly push higher, can go above the previous high. Okay, so again reversal. Okay, so this either take sell here or take long on the Aussie dollar, US dollar after having some price action. All right, so EuroCAD. EuroCAD went up from the bottom. Let's look at the bigger weekly chart. Okay, so we are still within that channel, within that wedge. You guys can see that. We got the move, we are having correction. We got the move, we were having correction. We got the move, we were having correction. Okay, we are having correction. Okay, this ABC move to break up and go into that direction means that Euro needs to get strong. Okay, which structure we are having? This structure. All right, we are price still running within that structure. Okay, so one more bullish wave can happen over there from the bottom. All right, so there. Okay, so every time when EuroCAD is coming, I mean, you can still short them, sell this back to the bottom for short term, but make sure you trade with care, all right? You're selling at the bottom for small money and looking for this to break out aggressively, this descending trend reversal channel to break up aggressively for upside means that every time when price coming close to the bottom or new low forming new low, you're looking for it to reverse aggressively for upside. All right, so that's your EuroCAD, and CAD chief already went lower. Okay, so last week you were looking for this to go down, break the correction, go lower, it went. Okay, this is the bigger time frame chart. Let's get down to the 4-hour time frame chart. Okay, so complete the wave at the bottom. Okay, correct for another time, correct for another time and hit the bottom. Right, and breakdown continue to go lower, then up or hold it. Okay, hold that bottom, then go back up for another up move. So it was a good move and you are still within that wave. Catchy. Right, so I'm showing same chart since since 9th July, almost a month gone. Same chart since last 4 3 4 weeks, 4 5 weeks, yeah. So nothing changed on that chart since last month. And this pair to break to bounce off from the bottom. All right, so bounce off from the bottom and go back up, and we'll see either we are having that pattern formation for continuation to the downside on a bigger time frame, or we are having something different. Okay, so we are still within this channel or within that descending channel. All right, or price gonna find some price action over there and then gonna reverse. So let's get down to the 4-hour time frame. So break up, correct, go back up, break up, correct, go back up. All right, so there is example on lower time frame. You can find the example over there by going on to the lower time frame. So Uzi chief very much same like the Uzi dollar US dollar chart. Okay, so going down and about to hit the bottom. And last week we were expecting this pair to go down. All right, so we were expecting this to continue to go down, and we are still within that wave. All right, so we are still within that wave. We are still within that wave. All right, so this drop, we are still having that drop. Okay, so what is next? So next is simple, either correct again and go down. Weekly chart you have just seen, we are already at the bottom. All right, correct and go down for one more drop and then aggressively bounce off, or bounce off from the current price and reverse the longer term bearish trend. Okay, you see that weekly chart. And on daily time frame, correct for another time, go down or bounce off. Correct for another time, go down or bounce up. So you cannot trade on these running candles for big moves, all right? So you can trade on lower time frame for short term for small moves, all right? Like these moves. Okay, so if price keep correcting on lower time frame like that, you can trade this move, take off your profit, correct? Take off your profit, all right? And as long as price keep correcting that way, small trades. And when price is aggressively reversing for upside, all right? So time to change, all right? Time to look for it to reverse for upside. Okay, so Aussie New Zealand dollar is a buy. This is the bigger time frame chart, same analysis like very much like last week. Yeah, we don't have a change. Okay, so this flag or very nice flag, yeah, by the way. All right, so the lower the price goes, the better the opportunity you're gonna get, guys, on it. All right, so the lower the price goes, the better the entry you're gonna get. Okay, so this trade. Okay, so breakout of that. Same chart, yeah, like last week, hasn't changed a lot. Still pushing, low on current time frame. Okay, so how? Okay, so short term buy from low, right? So short term buy. Once price come close to the trend line, watch it. If breaking aggressively like that, stay into that trade. Okay, watch the high to go. Watch the high to break up and continue to go higher. Okay, if don't break up, take off your profit, one more drop. Take off your profit, one more drop. Again, repeat from the bottom, same steps. Okay, the eventual direction on this pair gonna up, gonna be bullish. Okay, the flag gonna break up. So it's a matter of time when. Okay, so we have seen one more drop on this Uzi cat chart as well last week. So it can hold the bottom and can reverse to, yeah, for longer run. Currently we don't have price action on the Uzi cat for reversal, so make sure if you are looking to buy here on this chart, make sure you trade with care, all right? So you buy only then when you are having good price action. Okay, so if you remember, I was showing some buy setup over there like that, or long term reversal. Yeah, we did not got the next leg over there. Yeah, so we got the break even trades over there, and then price went lower and we were having that wave over there and this pattern formation. Then I was showing you that one more drop, same again. Okay, either correct and go down or take off. Okay, so it is at the bottom low, so you can expect it to reverse or correct. So Kiwi Chief is also went lower very aggressively because Chief was strong, and this can do that kind of stuff as well, guys. Yeah, so we can see continuation on the Kiwi Chief as well, right? So Chief has to get stronger, keep getting strong, Chief. Okay, so next week hold the bottom, go back up and then go down, flat formation. All right, flat formation, or keep pushing, slowly low and form another ABC move like this and keep the trend to the downside. All right, so first of all, find the bottom at the current price, go back up. Find the bottom and go back up. So let's look at the oil. All right, so on oil we are currently neutral. Oil can break the correction and can push lower, right? So this ABC move, okay, so it can go back up, it can form this flat formation and can continue to go lower. There is possibility that the price can break the current area and can push up to that bottom. So this is what we are having. So we are still neutral on the oil at the moment, okay? And the same analysis on the US oil. Okay, so when you're gonna have movement on the oil, when you're gonna have some outcome of OPEC, right? So OPEC countries, what they are going to say. All right, so more supply, drop on price. Okay, supply cut, higher prices. All right, so more supply, just listen to them what they're saying. If they're saying that more cut, stronger oil prices. If they're saying that supply is going to resume, you're going to see a drop on the oil. Okay, so yeah, flat formation and drop, or price can keep pushing slowly back to the bottom up to this area, right? Up to that area. So we are currently neutral on oil. All right, so natural gas is still pushing slowly up towards the bottom. All right, so it can push. All right, so you should look for it to reverse. Okay, so just go down to the lower time frame. It already bounced off from new low, not new low on bigger time frame, just new low within that formation. Okay, so push more lower and then go back up, reversal. Okay, very good chart, natural gas. All right, natural gas is very good chart. All right, so you remember the weekly chart. Let's look at the weekly chart. We are still going within that, going into that direction, and this is big. Okay, this is big. Okay, so it's getting slower. Okay, you see that? You know, it dropped very aggressively. Boom. Then started to get slower. Started to struggle. All right, so it started to get slower. So it means that it is coming close to the bottom. Yeah, and so at some point you're gonna see price gonna get back within these ranges. These are the price ranges for longer run. All right, so even if it keeps pushing lower, let's see, yeah, more correction, more drop, more correction, more drop, and testing that bottom, still there's going to be a buy opportunity for longer run. All right, so many people already started to look for buy, you know, on the natural gas for reversal. Okay, so correction again, drop. All right, if correction again, one more drop. Okay, so you're looking for this to break through and reverse. So good opportunity. So Euro Chief is not like a good pair to trade right now, right? But I will show you the bigger time frame chart, all right? So this chart is changing, all right? The chart is changing on a bigger time frame, and still keep pushing lower. Very slow moving pair, all right? So correction over there and continuation to the downside. Okay, so correction there and continuation to the downside back to that bottom or within these areas. Right, within 106. Okay, so not a good pair to trade these days. And one more thing, yeah, this pair can, I don't think so this pair is gonna crash again, but I mean any currency can crash. Okay, any currency can crash, so always keep in your mind that market can crash at any time. Always protect your trade with the stop loss, or make sure you always use reasonable risk. All right, okay, so reasonable risk, use stop loss, protect your trade with stops. Okay, and on copper, so copper is trying to break the bottom. It can push lower. All right, so you see that it's trying to break the bottom. It can push lower slowly, even it can go all the way back to that bottom. All right, so what you should do, you should watch the previous low. So it held many time this bottom. Okay, and it can hold that bottom too again. Okay, and we can see change. All right, so this flat formation. All right, this flat formation on a bigger time frame, and then continuation to the downside. Okay, so then there's going to be a buy opportunity from that bottom. So you're looking for the copper to hold, and this buy trade, if you remember the buy trade from this area. Okay, so hold that bottom and go into that direction. So breakdown is possible, all right, because metals are already strong. I mean, you know, gold is strong, silver is strong. Yeah, palladium already lost its value. platinum is losing its value, copper lost its value, all right? And if this trend stay there, then you're going to see buy over there. This pair going to break down and going to continue to go lower. Then let it go, let it break down. You're not going to have buy set, even sell set up over there, except 15 to 30-minute time frame. But good bit, I mean, big opportunity not going to be over there. All right, so for big opportunity it has to hold that bottom, some nice price action over there, and reversal. Okay, like that, nice price action and reversal over there. Okay, so rise, correct, go. All right, so needs to watch. It is at a good spot, good area where it can hold the bottom and can go back up. All right, and oil, and so dollars, Chinese yuan. Okay, so we did not see breakout. We were expecting it to break out. Yeah, we were watching this currency to break down and continue to go lower. Yeah, so Fed cut the interest rate, it went higher. Right, we did not see breakdown. We did not see sell on the 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 dollar against the yen, and the big reason was the Trump tweet. Trump tweet moved the market. All right, when Trump says more tariff on the Chinese good, then definitely you're going to see strength on the dollar and weaknesses on the Chinese. All right, so you don't have a perfect setup on it right now. So let's finish this, guys. Let's look at the equity market and let's finish. So equity market is correcting, yeah, so correct and go higher. Yeah, the expanding triangle and the S&P 500 very much similar like that. Yeah, correct and continue to go higher. So S&P 500 can easily go up to 3500. All right, so some are expecting, some are expecting yeah, some are expecting that the stock market gonna drop. All right, so we don't think so that there is a recession and stock market gonna drop. All right, so drop gonna create an opportunity. If going to hit the low, up to 2700 will create an opportunity up to 3500. All right, so nice opportunity gonna be over there. Last week I have shown you the expanding triangle, if you remember. All right, and same analysis on the US 30 as well. All right, so continuation, FTSE keep pushing higher. German 30 still it went lower. Yeah, German 30 still under pressure. Okay, so this flat formation, hold it, expanding triangle, seem like the other, and continue to go higher. No more sells. All right, and let's look at the Bitcoin. Hasn't changed a lot since last week. All right, so we were looking for this to continue to go higher. Okay, so it is pushing up slowly going up. We are not having many news on Libra, yeah, from Facebook, yeah. So that's why you are not having volatility into the market. So slow move means that it can drop at any time. Yeah, so if you are buying, make sure you trade with very trade with careful. All right, so it can keep pushing slowly the way it is doing and can hit the top and then can drop, or can drop at any time. All right, okay, or can drop at any time. So make sure, I mean, if you are buying the Bitcoin at the current prices, you are trading with care. Yeah, so short-term traders, you can trade for short-term buy, you can take off your profit on a couple of dollars. Yeah, but if you are looking to invest for longer term, then make sure you trade with care. Yeah, so we are looking for some profit taking at the 14,000 again. Okay, hit the 14,000 and some profit taking again at the 14,000. All right, hit the 14,000 and drop from there. All right, so go up to 14,000 and drop from there, some profit taking at the 14,000. All right, so longer term direction is the bullish. Okay, that hasn't changed. The longer term direction is the bullish, but on lower time frame, Okay, lower time frame, it is struggling to push more higher. Okay, so continue to go higher. This trend, resume the bullish uptrend, finish this, and continue into that direction. Okay, so for this move, all right, for that wave, Bitcoin to keep pushing higher, there should be strong reasons behind that. Okay, this is just a common sense question. You don't need to have a PhD in that, you know. So for that wave, there should be strong reasons, right? No one gonna put money over there without having some strong reasons, right? So strong. First of all, search those strong reasons. You know, look after those strong reasons. When you're gonna find those strong reasons, then put money into the Bitcoin for upside. Okay, and we believe that we're gonna have some strong reasons in, if not now, and near in the future, which going to drive the the Bitcoin prices aggressively for upside. All right. Okay. So longer term continuation, short term it is still struggling. Short to medium term continuation to the upside. All right. And the others are buy. Okay. So these two are simple buy setup. These two hasn't changed a lot since last week. They are at the bottom. The Ripple and the OITA buy from the 25 or the previous bottom. All right, guys, so these are the opportunities which we are having on the cryptocurrencies right now. And I think you should focus on these rather than focusing on others, because others are not moving. They're very slow these days. Cryptocurrencies, crypto coins are very slow these days. Okay, so Ethereum can push back up to the previous bottom up to 70 or 80 and then can reverse from there. Okay, so let's finish here. Hope you enjoyed that. It was good. Yeah, and have a nice weekend. Weekend is about to over, and we'll see you back again. Uh, a Ripple can visit 20 cent, right? 2025. Yeah, if so, then there are going to be buy opportunity on the Ripple and OITA. All right. So thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoy that. Enjoy this weekly market outlook, and have a nice, Sunday evening, and we'll see you back again in another week. All right. Have a good day, whatever you have. Good day, evening, or night. Bye bye. We'll see you back again. Bye bye.